Well, we feel very, very fortunate to have won the game. My good old buddy, the coaches basketball at North Carolina, Roy Williams, he always had a saying for this type of game: I feel like I stole somebody's cookies. And that's kind of what I feel like. I don't necessarily think that we got out hit 9-4. They had no errors, we had 2, and we found a way to win. And you know, we talk about winning anyway here a lot, and I guess we won anyway today. And so I'm excited about that part of it. Jack, you know, pitched really well, kept us in the game. I think he started getting in a groove a little bit there in the 6th and 7th, and I probably maybe I, you know, looking back on it, maybe I should have kept him in there because I think he started throwing. He just started looking a little bit more efficient later in the game. That being said, we were very fortunate that Elliott and Alex got into 2 pitches, and that was enough to win the game. And our pitching staff was solid again. Taylor didn't have his stuff that he usually has, you know, from a velocity standpoint, but he battled and he competed and he kept them at bay. I think probably the biggest inning of the game was, I guess, the 4th when they had the bases loaded and nobody out, and we found a way to, we had a little damage control there and only gave up 1, and that kind of kept them at bay and kept the game in check a little bit for us. All in all, big win. SEC wins are always great wins, and so we're ecstatic about that part of it. Hopefully we'll come out tomorrow and play with the same type of energy and enthusiasm we've played with the first 2 days.
You've mentioned the errors a couple of times. Hasn't been a great start to the year fielding-wise. What was kind of the reasoning behind that, do you see? And also, it seems like y'all are taking some infield before games now, and y'all haven't really done that in the past.
Well, we started doing the infield because I was so mad at them after the Clemson game. I said, we're going to take in and out from this point forward. Well, we hadn't lost since then, so I'm not going to stop taking it out. I'd rather play bad defense and win than to play good defense and lose. I'm not stupid. So we'll keep doing it. You know, you see, I'm a little scruffy. I hadn't shaved in a while. So there's a lot of superstitions running around this locker room. So it's gray if you can't see it, you know, but it's you know, we work extremely hard. Sometimes the harder you work on something that you're struggling with, the worse it can become. It's kind of like, you know, bad free throw shooting teams in basketball. If you just practice it all the time, it can get in your head. And we're working hard at it, but I got a good defensive team. I'm not worried about that for a minute. I really not. I know that we'll be one of the better defensive teams in the league. I feel that. I feel that way. I feel that's our strength. And, you know, we certainly hadn't shown it these last couple games, but Jordan's in a little bit of a funk, and he tries so dang hard, and he can be his own worst enemy from time to time because he gets so mad at himself, trying to calm him down a little bit. But he's also done a lot of good things for this team up to this point, so I'm not gonna take him off the field at this time.
You talked about the top of the 4th. Is it fair to describe that line drive double play to Mooney as perhaps the biggest play of the game? Because obviously they had base loaded, no outs, and all of a sudden they got the RBI double after that, but you helped them 1 run.
Right.
When they had base loaded, no outs, it seemed like that line drive double play really helped them out.
It was yeah, that ball's 2 feet to the right or 2 feet to the left, you know, maybe it clears the bases. It's baseball. You know, it was our day. Like Coach Spurrier says, the good Lord is smiling on the Gamecocks today, and he was. We were very lucky to win the game. They doubled our hit output. They hit 9 hits. We had 4. We had 2 errors, and we win. That's why baseball's a beautiful game. Sometimes there's no stopwatch. There's no clock. You can't run out the time. No, you just got to get 27 out some way and try to score more than your opponent, and we did that today. I'm a little bit, if you'd have told me before the game they'd have got 9 hits and you got 4 and you had 2 errors, I'd said no chance we win. But we did, and feel very fortunate.